All right, so we watched Nightmare on Elm Street 2 this weekend.
And one.
We watched one because of Wes Craven passing, and we thought we'd honor him again and again.
And I think it made a difference.
I'm trying to think. I want to beat that lyric before I move on. My belt is buckled with the topaz of my pain. I don't know. So like there's you got to bring it back to a country western thing, like a belt buckle or a beer bottle or something.
I love the topaz of my pain.
Topaz of my pain.
Or not topaz. What's the other thing?
Topaz is
no. Turquoise. My belt is buckled with the turquoise of my pain, but I'll be back. I mean, no, that would be dumb. We would.
I don't think Johnny Cash ever said the word turquoise in his life.
Nightmare on Elm Street, we watched it, and then we thought, let's just watch Nightmare on Elm Street 2, because we kept talking about what we were watching. Camille was there, and Schraub, and Emily, and A.G. And holy cats, Nightmare on Elm Street 2
is super gay.
It's like, there's no fear of that sounding like a homophobic or inaccurate statement. It is one of the gayest movies that's ever been made.
It's gay as fuck.
And it's kind of beautifully gay. Like, it's like not even that pornographically gay. There is some prurient, externalized gay things about it. Like, there's a lot of people taking their shirts off and like doing push-ups together. But the thing that really makes it gay is the gay love, the relationship.
They're two guys, and there's a part where they're both fighting, and one guy pulls his pants down, and the fight continues with just one guy's butt out.
Yeah, and there's
a lot of that kind of stuff.
Well, it's the equivalent of, like, today it would be looked at as totally progressive, because it is like there's a girl in the movie, but there's not an inch of skin outside her arms.
Oh, she's
or
like
collarbone
so
exposed.
draped,
She's just sort of like a regular person, and she doesn't get in any pillow fights or have any friends. But the guys have friends that pull each other's pants down and roll around, and they're all hunky and stuff.
Is it ever acknowledged? Do they speak about it?
They don't really talk about it. It's just from like an alternate universe where like men are objectified.
Well, what they do keep talking about is how one of them,
a lonely clap in the back of the room.
What they do keep talking about, because that's the one where Freddy is inside the kid, and so the whole movie is
so
about
gay.
A kid. It's about a kid being misunderstood by people and going like, I don't know who I am. I don't know. No, it's very. And according to Schraub, the writer actually in an interview said, yes, I was thinking of this as a metaphor for being young and figuring out that you're gay. But he didn't expect the director to then take it and then double down on it. The writers often have, like, my original writing mentor, like when I was writing Monster House, like one of the first pieces of advice he gave me is like, he said, and I don't know if this is, maybe I'm betraying this. Am I going to be like Bruce Lee, like teaching people kung fu?
And now, because now everybody knows kung fu.
That's why they never wanted it to get out.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. You got fucking Jackie Chan running around.
He said every screenwriters always have a secret. They have a secret about the movie. Like you try to be transparent in all your work. Like get your own head on paper and be really clear about things and passionate. But then there's one little exception to that, which is like the writer should know something that nobody else knows. Like the basketball in Monster House is DJ's puberty. Like it's his boyhood bouncing over to the house or something like that. I think that was me phoning in like his advice, going, okay, it's his puberty. I'll keep that a secret. But so anyways, that writer was like, if that writer had then handed
that actually makes a lot of sense.
Well, yeah, they're basketball.
Yeah, it goes in and it's him becoming a grown-up and having to deal with grown-up shit like a fucking Monster House. It's true.
Yeah.
Well done.
Like a mortgage, like your when your property is who you are.
That's right.
As opposed to being a kid. Kids trick or treat. They go and they take what they want from the grown-ups. They're communists and parents are capitalists, and the basketball is.
So he's going from communism to capitalism,
which is going from boyhood to adulthood.
Yeah. Wow.
Because communism is not viable.
That should have been the tagline for the movie. Communism is not viable.
Communism is not viable.
Monster House. What?
Yeah, I don't know.
Who's this for?
The bourgeoisie is the monster.
All right, so yeah, well, I mean, because one of the most interesting things is that in Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street Part 1, the girl is a typical kind of scream queen. She's being stalked by this Freddy guy. She goes to Johnny Depp and she says, I have this idea, like watch me sleep and then wake me up and I'm going to try to grab Freddy. That whole thing is played out in this movie as well, but he goes to the guy's house. Like the guy crawls in the window of another hunky guy's bedroom and like wakes him up and he's wearing like this midriff shirt and he's like, what's going on, Taylor? And it's like, listen, I really need to talk to you. But like the girl is like in the movie. He just doesn't, that's not who he takes his problems to. And he tells him like, I want you to wake me up with this.
It's a total rom-com because they start out enemies and then they become really close.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. I love them. Yeah.
And they're not constantly calling each other fag or anything like that. Like there was a lot of stuff in the 80s where it was like, oh, you're like guys like bullying each other for being like calling each other homo while they beat them up. But then in that same scene, it's like, oh, the water is like glistening off of my pecs. Like, and it's like that's what you expect from the 80s. But this was like more of just a gay love story. And it was kind of like on the sleeve, or on the rolled up fluorescent sleeve.
Because we were talking through it, but there's nothing really homophobic that happens in it.
I just said that. Moving on.
Right. I feel like this is from your leftover highwayman aggression. It's being taken out on me now.
I don't think I was ever aggressive about highwaymen. I felt that we found some common ground on highwaymen. I feel like you're bringing some sort of weird Nightmare on Elm Street 3 rage on me right now. I don't understand.
Nightmare on Elm Street 3 is a really good one. That's where they're dream warriors.
Dream warriors.
And they each have a dream power.